Hey everybody, this is my trip up in Superior National Forest. I did it during the weekend. Um, this lake is actually Ozero Lake. What you're seeing right now is early in the morning, it's around 6 o'clock, and the water is extremely calm, no wind, fog. Even looking at this right now at the moment, I still can't believe how calm it is. So I actually ended up spending the night in this area, headed home to myself. I was trying to find a different campsite, but I couldn't find anything. Actually, a lot of the roads were deteriorating and the mosquitoes were pretty bad. Actually, this spot was perfect because the wind was blowing my way and the mosquitoes in sight. I actually started my trip north of Topography, took kind of rapport, ended up routing some areas, I took some forest roads, and then I just kept traveling until I just wanted to get lost and be away from people. A lot of these roads I actually found were forest roads. And then I would actually stop and get some drone footage of the lake that were around here. So this is Silver Island Lake. I took one of the spur roads, taking off one of the forest roads, and this is actually set up the rest of the campsite. If I would have known this site was here, I would have kept on pushing the night before. As you can see, the rest of the campsite is a little bit in an uphill, so you have the lake below you. And obviously, I gotta show off my two dogs. They have way too much fun. Best part is they don't have leashes, they can go in the water, explore, they can do what they want. So this campsite actually had two picnic tables, I believe, fire ring, and a place to set up your tent, or whatever you want to bring with. It was even big enough to haul a boat trailer, which I think some people actually do, or even for your canoes or anything like that. But it was nice. It was nice secluded, the trees had perfect comfort for you. So all the videos that I watch when I see people go up to Superior National Forest, or when they're going overlanding or stuff like that, it's mostly from a dash cam footage, which for me doesn't give me a great perspective of how the roads are. So what I try to do, I try to take some drone footage. I didn't have my dash cam with me this time. I wish I actually did, but I wanted to show just how tight some of these roads are, how rugged they are. I hope I did my best here. This is the one that's leading up to that campsite. Pretty easy, not too bad. Any pickup will take this one easily, but later on I actually take some roads where it was very tight. My truck ended up getting scratched, but I really don't care. But it was just a fun experience to go out there and actually hopefully show you guys how tight some of these roads can be. I was pretty glad that I brought my drone with, because I really wanted to show the grand views the Superior National Forest has. From an aerial view, it really gets to show us how vast the forest is, how empty it is. From the road, you can't see it from the stuff, but it's kind of neat that I was able to see this from a bird's eye view and just how big and empty the forest is. There's a couple of other drone footage that I have for you guys where you can see the many lakes that are around me, and how tight some of the spots are. You can't even tell. I had no idea there's some lakes that are right next to me just because it's so forested. So I ended up getting off some of the main forest roads that are mostly used by everybody else and decided to go off the road for a little bit. This is one of these roads actually is pretty tight. From this view, it doesn't look tight, but it's just one part where it wasn't too bad. Pretty much everything was, from a technical aspect, maybe 2 or 3, pretty passable. The only thing you just be ready, because if you end up driving a full-size pickup, and and for me, a blue phone pickup, you are going to get pinstripes. There's a lot of overgrowth. But the dogs, as you can tell, they love it. They enjoy it. It's actually really good. I had to gap a couple of times so they can get out and stretch, but again, I was seeing areas where no normal general public wouldn't go to because it's so difficult. I just wanted to show you guys how minimal the roads are here. As you can tell, overgrown, tight. your truck is gonna get scratched, so you don't want your nice truck to get scratched, don't grab it here. There are spots where it's open, but surprisingly enough, the branches still stick out and end up hitting me a couple of times. I mustn't do that. In the section underscore where I meant I wish I had a dash cam, there was a big birch tree that I needed to cut down. Well, I used my winch, my chainsaw that I brought with, and I cleared it out. I would have cleared it, but as you can tell, I'm pretty top high. My stuff would have hit and caused some damage, and I didn't want that to happen. And at the same time, at least it's clear for the people in the future. It looks like it's a pretty well traveled ATV trail, especially if you have one. It's a piece of cake. But me again, I'm gonna pick up. I'm not afraid to drive it through some spots that most people do not drive through vehicles. Here's a pretty good spot where I meant that the area is heavily wooded. I tried to get a drone footage to show the road, but it's such a tight spot that I didn't feel comfortable flying through it, especially when I'm trying to drive, focus on the road, operate the drone, and taking care of my dogs because they just go crazy because they want to be outside. But there were some spots where I had some open spots where I could deploy the drone and park. For the most part, when I was on this road, I didn't see anybody, which I liked a lot. This is actually the Temperance River. It really goes to show how low the bottom of it was. Surprisingly enough, I was not expecting to cross the Temperance River, so it's kind of neat that I did. I've actually gone to Temperance State Park. It's pretty neat. You see it from this view, it really goes to show how much it changes as we go from inland to outland to Lake Superior. So after crossing Temperance River, I was actually scrambling for time. It was starting to get late. There was a roller coaster. I had to reroute my plan, and I couldn't find a spot to stay at. So I actually ended up finding a gravel pit that I set up and started a fire. The next morning, woke up, made some breakfast. Actually had some egg and chorizo. It was really good. The dogs played around because I got everything set up. But even from this viewpoint, there was a lot of beauty. There was actually an abandoned RV there, which I'm assuming has been there for a couple of years. I didn't go into it. I didn't want to find anything that I didn't want to find. But that was kind of neat. Just, again, nobody was around me. I did hear a couple of vehicles pass by late at night. Didn't bother me one bit. Obviously, the dogs watch my back pretty good. That trip to Tanny because it's just more beautiful. The one thing I would take precaution for people is they think it's going to be like the North Shore. When you're closer to Highway 61, you're going to see a lot of cliffs and stuff like that. You really don't want to ruin again, just because of the heavy wooded areas, the different forest roads, stuff like that. You're not going to see those grand views, especially if you think about it, the way the river goes towards Lake Superior, changes the topography of the area. So you're not going to see that unless you have like a drone like I do. Again, I'm just astonished at the topography that's around this area, and I wish you could see it better from the road. I mean, just looking at this footage, you can see how it goes down and towards the valley out there. I really wish that trees went around too much, but it is what it is. I am definitely planning to make a road trip out here, hopefully in the fall. Hopefully gonna bring a kayak or a canoe. A lot of these lakes have trout on them. I'm sure there's northern spot and stuff like that. A lot of these lakes also have backcountry campsites that you can access through a canoe or kayak. I wish I would have done more research in this area. They've been fishing for with me. I've tried fishing a couple of times, so I didn't know what to do. Coming into the end of this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I tried to give you guys some perspective behind the roads were. Some of them, a lot of the stuff you get to see behind the truck is forest roads. I did try to give you some footage of some of the harder roads, but next time I'll try to bring a dash cam just to show you how complex some of these roads are. I put in over 200 miles, but a lot of it's backtracked because of road closures. Some of the photos that I took and I couldn't access any further. But if you have any suggestions or something like that, please comment.